You're watching Two Button Crew,
the daily show for Nintendo fans.
This is Simeon.
And this is Scott.
Welcome to the crew.
Welcome to the Button Crew of Two.
Welcome into our friendship.
Yes. Come in.
So, have you heard any crazy Nintendo rumors?
Better believe that I have. Nintendo likes to kind of be really secretive.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of leaks in the game industry.
Yeah.
But Nintendo really plays things close to the chest, and so we don't hear a whole lot. But every once in a while, we'll hear a rumor of a game that is going to be released, or hear a rumor of something that's already in a game that is different. And yeah.
I got a story for you about Nintendo's secrecy.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so like you said, they're one of the most secretive companies. Some companies like create leaks to expose their games and to generate hype and stuff.
Right.
I don't think Nintendo would ever do that. They're pretty much the exact opposite approach.
Yes.
So much so that like very few of their employees even know what's going on at times. I went to E3 to play Nintendo's new console, which I knew was going to be announced that year. And I think this was 2011, it must have been. I got onto the main floor, and the doors swung wide open, and a whole mass of people rushed in there. And there were two things that this year that most people were getting in line for. One was Nintendo's new console, and one was the PlayStation Vita, because that was the first year that it was ever demoed. So I was an E3 noob and didn't know exactly what was going on, so I was like, I'm just going to follow a bunch of these new people, because I didn't know where Nintendo's booth was or anything, but you just follow the mass of people and you find it.
Yes.
And very soon a queue was forming, and it was all following this tape. And on the tape was written new console, and Nintendo's employees that put that tape down had to leave it vague like that because they didn't even know the name of the console that was about to be announced.
The people demoing it.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. So Nintendo is super secretive, and so when something like this comes out, some of these rumors come out, you gotta wonder a little bit. But we have today some of Nintendo's funnest rumors that have been leaked.
I'll start.
Go for it.
So there was a game that was supposedly in development for Wii U. This rumor was around 2012, I think, and people thought this was going to be Retro's new game. And I feel like every year the speculation is always, what is
Retro's new game?
On?
Yeah, seriously.
Because Retro is like everybody's favorite thing, and like our one hope as a hardcore fan.
Yeah, like
Retro will make something.
But Retro can do it.
Yeah. Because they did a outstanding job on Metroid, so
yes,
we look up to them for that. I think people might have taken this a little too far. If somebody made this up because it ended up not being real, I don't know if it was ever a concept that Nintendo was kicking around, but this was for a crossover title between Star Fox and Metroid, where Fox MacLeod himself and Samus would meet up. I'm sure Samus would meet the whole team, and they would go on intergalactic adventures and stuff.
That is crazy.
So let me give you a little bit of background. The supposed story for this game is that the player starts. It will begin with a Star Fox level controlling Fox as he and his team fly around the stage, but then they crash into Samus's ship, which sends her spiraling onto another planet. The gameplay is believed to switch between the two characters, with Samus having gameplay inspired by the Metroid Prime series. Makes sense. Exploration of levels, weapon upgrades, and everything. Star Fox would have aerial battles, on-rail, and all-range modes. So, pretty much how every Metroid game starts, crashing into a planet.
Yes.
But this time you were hit by a flying fox.
So, it was just like Star Fox levels and Metroid levels.
In one game.
That's a little bizarre.
Yeah. I was never really that comfortable with it. Like, on one hand, of course I was hoping that Retro was developing anything to do with Metroid.
Sure.
And it would have been nice to see Star Fox again, which we ended up getting that. But I just feel like it would kind of ruin Metroid's serious vibes. I don't think we can invite talking animals into that
No.
world.
No, unless you do something like the F-Zero did, where it makes like James MacLeod like an actual person that just looks like a fox. I think that's the only way you could deal with it.
What a weird cameo that
I
was.
know, yeah.
I could see a world where that makes sense because some people in the F-Zero world, namely Captain Falcon, are bounty hunters, right? Mm-hmm. So Fox, the human, MacLeod, and Samus could be like fighting for the same bounty.
Yeah. I can see it.
There you go. Let's revive this idea. Get the rumor mill started again.
So every once in a while, rumors come along, and this was especially in the age before the internet was huge.
Uh-huh.
Like, of course, the internet existed, but I'm talking about when Pokemon Red and Blue came out, and they knew that there was 151 Pokemon, and Mew was not in the game anywhere to be seen.
Okay.
So that generates a whole bunch of speculation.
Yeah.
Where is Mew? How do you get Mew? And everybody was making up these rumors. And I don't know how familiar you are with the original Pokemon games. Not very familiar. Well, there's a portion of the game where you're on a cruise boat, the SS Anne.
I love cruise boats.
And you can only visit it while it's in dock, and you can go walk around the ship, battle people, and then you meet your rival, and then you get Farfetch'd.
Gary?
Yes. Well, depending on the game.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you get to name your rival, but
okay.
Yes, Gary. So.
Did you name yours Scott?
No, I think I named him Blue or Red or whatever it was. I can't remember. Whatever my character wasn't named, he was named that. But anyways, after you do what you need to do, you fight your rival, you get Farfetch'd. After that, the ship sails, and you can't go back out onto the dock screen, which is completely different from the rest of the game.
Okay. So
on the dock scene, there is a truck parked on a side little thing, and it says so the rumor went around, Mew is under the truck. You find a way to surf on the water up to the sidewalk, get behind the truck, and then press the button, and then you find Mew. You battle Mew, you catch Mew, and that's how it happens. And it had to be that vague because you can only access that screen during a certain point in the game. So all the rumors and stuff, floating around, and of course it did not turn out to be true. There are ways of getting Mew in the game.
Yeah.
You have to activate certain glitches,
interesting.
be on a certain square and activate a certain battle at a certain time. And there are ways to catch Mew, but he was never under the truck.
Wow. All right, have you ever heard about the Nintendo Fusion?
I've not. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so.
So, the Fusion is a rumored successor to the Wii U. And I think parts of the rumor still exist in people's hopes for the NX. So the Fusion would be what brings handheld gaming and living room gaming together. There is going to be the Fusion Terminal, which hooks into your TV, and the Fusion DS, which you carry around with you, and you can play them independently or hook them up, I guess.
Okay.
What was interesting about this rumor is that all the specs leaked. So things from the CPU, 16 gigabytes of internal flash storage on the Fusion DS, and that's a lot of memory to be on a handheld device.
Yeah.
Thumbprint security scanner.
That would be cool.
Yeah. 2 motorized circle pads for haptic feedback, gameplay and app alerts and stuff. So pretty much phone. And a slot for a 3DS card. Then the Fusion Terminal, that was going to have a 4K resolution port. Nintendo's going to be a generation or two on that, I feel.
Yeah, I think so.
12 gigabytes of RAM, that's enormous.
That's... Wow.
Yeah, so far-fetched.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
The only thing that makes this credible in any way is that Nintendo owns the domain Nintendo Fusion. But I can tell you where that's from. In 2003, they had a series of concerts called the Nintendo Fusion Tour. And you know how they used to do concerts once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, what was the other one? It was Warp Tour and stuff like that. Nintendo was a sponsor, so that's why they have the domain. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like, Nintendo Fusion, that could literally be anything.
Yeah.
That could be a game. Like,
Yeah.
who knows what that could be.
Yep.
So Nintendo has rumors, and most of them, if they're just rumors, if there's nothing solid about them, don't put a lot of stock into it.
Yes.
Don't believe the rumors. Nintendo is secretive enough, unless they change something hugely, that it's not going to affect us much.
Anything could happen, though, with a new president.
It's true.
By the way, formal welcome to Mr. Kimishima
Yes.
to the crew. He's part of the crew.
He's
now.
part of the crew now.
And thank you for being part of the crew.
And don't forget to share if you liked what you saw, and to like and to comment as well.
See you next time.
Signing out.